Are you lost?
No.
Oh, what are you doing?
That sign said alpacas for sale.
Hey everyone, I'm Chanel Shea and this is Happy Little Knits on the road. Bear with me on the lighting. We're on like a little family road trip and I thought, why don't I podcast on the go? Because I've never seen anyone do that and I think it'd be fun. So yeah, we're just gonna do a quick show and tell of what I'm working on currently and what I've finished, and we're just gonna have some fun. So get comfy. Or if you're in the car, just listen. Okay, so I have a few FOs, some whips, and some acquisitions. First, I have this bag. This is my latest project bag that I got from Hobby Lobby. It says all the feels, and it has lace, super fine, fine, light, medium, bulky, super bulky, and jumbo, and like a cute little pastel rainbow colorway. And then we'll open up the bag with all of our goodies. So the first thing I wanted to show you, I finished my mittens. These are the first pair of mittens I've ever made. This is from that leftover 100% superwash merino wool that I got from Hobby Lobby in the colorway Zahara. And I used it to make Sophie's sweater, and then I had a bunch of it left over, so I made some mittens, and I still have a crap load of it left over. Yes, I made some mittens, and then I think I'm gonna make some socks with the leftover yarn because I still have way too much of it. Okay, so that's the first FO. The next FO, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to show you. So this is a hat by, EM Knits is her handle name on Instagram, and I forgot the name of the hat. My baker's hat, that's what it's called. My baker's hat, I believe. So this is in Rios Malabrigo Superwash. This doesn't have a colorway name, but it is hand dyed that we got. I got this yarn from a little shop. I think I talked about it in my last podcast. We went to a little shop in Portland and I got like a loom and like a weaving kit and stuff. But yeah, so I made this hat for my husband and I to share, but mostly for him because he goes to work really early in the morning and it's really cold out. And yeah, I just knit this up. The mittens I knit up on my 9-inch Chow circular needles, and then I would just use like a DPN for like the thumb and the top and stuff. Those are 2.25 I believe. I love this colorway so much because it's just like, I feel like it's all the fall colors but like in pastel. And it also kind of reminds me of like Easter colors but like a moody version. I don't know, I love it so much. It's so soft and the stitches just look so nice and neat. I did twisted rib. I did a half twisted rib on the brim, and it has this nice little detail right here where you just do like a knit round, and so when you fold it you have like a marker and it makes for a really nice crisp edge. So that's what I have. Oh, and then I have one more FO. Okay, so my most recent FO are these toe-up socks that I knit. This is the 100% superwash merino wool that's also from Hobby Lobby, but I don't remember the colorways for these. But this is like from a couple podcasts ago. I showed this yarn. I'm using this pink yarn to make Sophie's pig, and then the purple one I was gonna make for Sophie another sweater. But I also wanted to have a pair of matching socks to go with her sweater when I do make that someday. So I also really wanted to try toe up, and so I was following along. Natalie from Knitty Natty made a tutorial on how to do toe up socks, and I knit these 2 at a time. I have to like hold the stand here because we're going uphill. But I knit these 2 at a time on Magic Loop because that's how her tutorial is on Magic Loop. So I was like, oh well, if I'm doing Magic Loop I might as well do 2 at a time, because I remember I've never done 2 at a time before for socks, but I watched is it Kate or Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady? She did a tutorial on how to do 2 at a time socks, and I was like, that's genius. So what I did was I cast on one sock. I don't remember which I did first, but I cast on one sock, and then I like knit the entire toe and started and did like 5 rounds of the purple, and then cast on the other one onto the same needles. But then they were like so off, because by the time I was done with the toes on this one, I was like on round 30 on the purple on the first sock. So I had to take this one off and put it, or whatever one, the second one, and put it on my 9-inch circulars, and work that up to get caught up, and then put it back on so that they were on the same round. And then yeah, so the other thing is Natalie says to cast on what is it, 30 stitches. So, or no, she did 28 stitches. So she did 14 stitches on each needle, and then she wanted to work up to 60 stitches total. But I always use the sock recipe of 64 stitches from the Crazy Sock Lady, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do 64 stitches. But the thing is like, first of all, 64 stitches was way too much, and my tension for some reason was so loose. So these socks are like way too big now. And these aren't even blocked, and they're way too big on my feet, so they just like slide around on my feet. Oh, cute. And then yeah, so there's that. And then I did an afterthought heel, and I really don't like it. But when I got to the point where I wanted to put in the what's it called, the float for the afterthought heel, I went down and I decreased to 60 stitches for the leg. So I did 50 rounds for the foot, and then I did 60 rounds for the leg, and then 20 rounds for the cuff. And the cuff, if you see, I just did regular rib. I didn't do like twisted or half twisted or anything like that. I just did regular, and it just looks so, ugh, I'm not a fan. The other thing is it like frays out a little bit. I'm also not a fan of that. And I also really dislike this heel. I do not like it at all. I also don't like the way it looks when you wear it, because I decreased down to 16 stitches. And the thing is like, I was also just kind of like, once I so I followed her tutorial, and she just did like the decreases, and you know, once I understood that, because it's the same thing as doing a toe, I was like, oh, I don't need the video anymore. And I just did until I had 16 stitches left, 8 on each needle, and it's just so pointy now, and like when I wear it, it like puckers so much, because the heel doesn't like, because the sock is so big, it doesn't fit on my actual heel. It just kind of like floats around, and like while I'm walking, if I'm wearing these, the sock will turn all the way around, and the heel will be on the top of my foot. So yeah, way too big. And then what else? Oh, I did tubular cast off, which is what I always do for my ribbing, but I did it like too tight, so I can't even pull the socks up all the way. Sorry, the sliding is, sorry. But I can't even pull my socks up all the way because it's too tight, even though it was tubular bind off, which is usually a really loose bind off. So I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of these socks, but I guess I will keep them because they will match Sophie's sweater she'll have someday. But yeah, so that is the last FO. I did these up in like 3 days, I want to say. It went really fast. But yeah. Okay, now we can move on to whips. So the first whip that I have, I talked about it in my last podcast, but then like, you know, the audio cut out, and I had to refilm, and I completely forgot about it by the time I was refilming. So anyway, this is my Tolsta tee. I'm making another Tolsta tee, but I'm using fingering weight yarn. This is fingering weight yarn, again, 100% superwash merino wool from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember the colorway for this, and I think I still have the label for it, but I'll put that up on the screen. But I got two hanks of this, which is more than enough for socks. But remember, I was saying I don't want to use it for socks because I feel like it's too good for socks. So I am knitting up the Tolsta tee, and what I plan on doing is I did what is it called? Is it Jenny's favorite cast on method? I don't remember what it's called, but I did that so that I can work stockinette and then fold the collar so I can have a nice folded collar and it'd be just nice and crisp and just, yes, you know. So that's what I did for, I just cast this on and I haven't been working on it that much because I've been working on something else, but I'm gonna do this for the collar, and then for the sleeves I'm gonna also do, like, instead of ribbing around the sleeves, I'm just gonna do a folded hem on that too in stockinette, and it's gonna look really good. And then for the body I'm just gonna work stockinette, and then at the bottom left, are you lost?
No.
Oh, what are you doing?
That sign said alpacas for sale.
What?
Well, they're closed. This is that alpaca farm that we passed like a while ago, remember?
Oh.
But,
I want an alpaca.
well, some say we can look at them, but I think they might be closed because the gate was closed.
Oh. So what I want to do, let's scoot you back a little bit. Up. There we go. Is so I'm gonna knit the body of stockinette, and then I would like to, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off, but the bottom left front portion of the body of the sweater, I mean of the shirt, I want to kind of use the techniques from, so I have the Sophie Shawl pattern by Petite Knit, which is this actually, we'll get into that, but basically the construction of how that works, I want to use that to make two long kind of like straps, I guess, where it starts wider and then it decreases down to like kind of like how this just decreases down. I want to do something like that so that I can tie it to make a bow, so then it would sit on my hip. Wouldn't that be like so cute? Hi, editing Chanel here. I am editing today's video and I was thinking about the way that I explained the construction of the Tulsa tee, like those little strips, and it didn't really make sense. I'm not going to be able to use the also, sorry, my voice, I'm sick again. The construction of like the I-cords and stuff from like the Sophie Shawl, I won't be able to do that on the Tulsa tee because I'd be working back and forth on the round this way. So in theory, the construction with the way that those little strips are gonna go, the construction would have to go like this on both, on like this. Okay. So the strip, right? Okay, let's picture this is the strip right here. The construction would have to go this way, and then the other strip going this way, the construction would have to go like this. So I wouldn't be able to work the round back and forth and use that same construction. So I'm gonna have to figure out a different way to make that happen because that wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, I just thought I would let you know before you're like in the comments like, wait, that doesn't make sense. So there you go. So yeah, this is the yarn that I'm using for that. I think it would look really, really nice. And then I can wear it with like a nice long skirt or some blue jeans or something. But yeah, I just cast on the other day and then I haven't been working on it that much. So once I get this to the length that I like, I'm gonna fold it and close it up, and then I can start working the body and the raglan increases and everything and the short rows. But yeah, and I'm using, what size needles are these? 3.75? 2.75 needles for this. So yeah, that's the first whip. Now I completely forgot to talk about this, but this is my Sophie shawl that I made over the summer. I used 100% alpaca wool, and it's really, 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 really soft and really warm, super stretchy and cozy. I haven't blocked it just because I didn't feel like I needed to, but now I think maybe I should, because I don't wear this that often, because I noticed that when I get warm, because this thing gets really, really warm, and as I get warm from it, it tends to make my neck itch so bad. Like right now I'm kind of warm and it's making my neck itch really, really, really bad, and I don't really like that feeling. So I think I might block it so that it doesn't scratch as much. Okay, so yes, my favorite whip right now that I have been so addicted to lately. So I got some more yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's the same superwash merino wool fingering weight yarn. I love this one so much. It reminds me of cake. So it has like this is like the main color, like this cream color, and then it has like brown and purple and fuchsia and chartreuse and blue, turquoise, orange, yellow, like all kinds of delicious speckles in there, and it's just so nice. So I am doing toe up 2 at a time socks, but I'm doing it differently this time. So these are my socks. So I did the 60 stitches like she recommended this time. So as you can see, they're significantly smaller. And my tension is a lot tighter. And so they're working up really, really, really nicely. I ended up doing, let's see, 60 rounds for the foot because my tension is so much tighter. And then I did a German short row heel. So the heel was already there. I didn't do an afterthought or anything. And I think it looks so much better. It was really fun to knit up. And I already tried it on. I tried both of them on. And they just look so good. And it's almost seamless, these short rows, which I really like. I like the thought, I like the look of a heel flap and gusset as well. But I also like how this is seamless, unlike a heel flap and gusset. So yeah, and then I am working on the leg now, and so far I've done, let's see, 10, 20. So far I've done 26 rounds for the leg, and I was gonna do 2x2 twisted rib, or not twisted rib, but 2x2 ribbing for the leg all the way up, but then I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like that very much. So what I'm doing is just stockinette for the leg, and then I'm gonna do 60 rounds for the leg, and then 20 rounds of twisted rib for like the cuff. And then I'm gonna try and find a different kind of bind off method, because that tubular bind off, or the Italian bind off, was too tight. So yeah, I am absolutely obsessed with these, and I cannot stop knitting on them. I think I did this in like 3 days, maybe 4, but I'm filming the process of them, so that video will be up after this one, or well, maybe before this one, but it'll be up soon. So yeah, that is my last FO. Now some acquisitions. So this was the first acquisition because that was the yarn that I got recently, and then I also got these ones too, because my Hobby Lobby location for some reason is I think they're not going to be selling like hand-dyed hanks like these anymore, because they used to have a whole wall full of them, but then like recently they stopped stocking that wall, and now they're just like in a little cubby on a shelf, and they're almost out, and like I keep going back and like no one's buying them for some reason. So this is the first one that I got. This is the last one of this hank, and this is in the colorway Unicorn Horn. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah, so it has like these really nice speckles. Oh, and then also I don't have the label for this one. It might be at home actually, but this is the last one of this kind too. And then I got this one, which is Market at Malta. Look at how vibrant that is. It is insane. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with either of these yet, so I'm thinking socks for these too, because I think these would be really fun socks to have. But this though, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. Maybe pair it with, not with this, but with something else. But yeah. And then when I got these hanks, I also got this bag. Oh, there's an orange in here. I got this bag and actually a keychain that I'll put a picture up, but it's a keychain that says Yarn Bee, because that's their yarn. And it has like a embroidered bumblebee on it with some flowers, and then it has a little gold circle that says yarn bee. Really, oh, where did this come off of? Ooh, that's not good. That is everything that I have for yarn. I don't have much to say for our book talk segment, so I'll just make that really brief, but I'm still reading A Good House for Children. I am almost done with it. This is what I have left. And so far, it's pretty mid. Nothing scary has happened. It's making me more depressed than anything. I don't know if I like it. I only have 7 chapters left, so I'll give you the last, like, my verdict on it when I finish it. But for now, I don't know if I like it very much. So anyway, thank you for coming along on this road trip with us on this very short and kind of weird podcast. Do you want to say anything, Pops? Do you want to say hi?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hope you guys have a good day. Like and subscribe.
Okay, thanks for watching. Like you said, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, I'm also just popping in one more time to say that we made it to 87 subscribers. We're so close to 100, and I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed and anyone that has been around since last November, because we have reached a whole year of being Happy Little Knits. So I just want to say thank you so much for being with me on this journey and supporting me and everything. Yeah, so tell your friends and let's get to 100 before the year ends.